you doing, beautiful sister? No, I love your hair. Anybody told you that today? Well, let me be the first, sis. I love your hair. Your hair is like Christ. No natural state. Hold on, right here, sis. Right here. I want to show you something. We brought you around here to us, so you can listen.
Okay.
What's your name?
Maya.
Maya. Where you from?
I'm from Akron, Ohio.
You from Akron, Ohio. You go to TSU?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you go to TSU. So what we're doing today with a microphone, we're crying out, sparing not, showing our people. Let me ask you, why are black people at the bottom of society? Why are we the first five? Why are we the first hired? Last hired? Why do people look at us and automatically hate us? And why don't we own the stores in our community? Why are we the number one in single parenting households?
Right.
Why are we the number one in killing, stealing, drug dealing? Why do we fill up the prisons? Are these questions you ever ask yourself? How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. You've been here 20 years. And I say 5 of that you really just didn't understand what's going on. 15, you was 15, you were just coming into puberty and stuff, right? You didn't understand what's going on. Now you done got into college. Now you're still trying to figure things out. I was talking to a little girl a while ago. She said she go to TSU or whatnot. She said she know everything. I said, why the hell you in college then? But anyway, she was trying to be smart. But check this out. So what we're doing is very detrimental to your well-being. It's very, not detrimental to the word, it's detrimental to society and it's good for your well-being. Let me put it like that. All right, so those questions I just asked you, have you ever thought that in 20 years, like you get to Nashville, it look like Akron, Ohio, as far as black people, like we doing the same thing. Look around, hanging out at the store, not doing nothing, waiting on you to get out the car, pump gas so they can say, hey, what's up, baby? Niggas riding around smoking weed, trying to get you, trying to get a beautiful black sister to do what, sleep with him so he can run off. You see what I'm saying? We are in a cycle. We are in a curse. And that's what we're telling people. Now, if I ask you, what is your nationality, what would you tell me?
I say black.
You'll say black.
Yeah.
Okay, what if I told you your shoes is black, but your ankles are what?
Brown.
So what color are you?
I'm brown.
Okay, but I just asked you, you said you were black. You see what I'm saying? I know what you're saying. I'm just telling you the psychological thought of what they gave us, right? They call me black. I'm not black.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, go back to Leviticus. I'm going to start right there. And then I'm going to finish reading what I was reading when you came up. I'm going to show you right quick on why we are going through what we're going through. But I got to first show you this. Listen to this. This is what God, you know who God's chosen people are?
His chosen people?
Yes. Never heard of it, right?
Yeah.
You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
You ever read it? Kind of? Never read it. This is good. You will get this better than someone who sits and reads the Bible every day in Christian church. All right? You go to church? You ever been to church? But they didn't read you the Bible in church.
No, I don't go often.
Right. When you went, they just read you
Kind of like scripture.
a couple of scriptures, then they sing, dance, go home, eat some pork chop, then do it again. Put it on recycle, rinse, wash, rinse, repeat, whatever how you say it, right? That's what's destroying our community. So this is why we have to come out to the streets, sis, to try to save the minds of our people. Listen.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me.
So this is God speaking to his chosen people. All right, listen.
And will not do all these commandments.
God gave us commandments. You know what the commandment of God is? You never heard of a commandment of God.
I said 10 commandments. I know the 10.
You know the 10 commandments. Okay, that's 10, you know. But it's more than 10.
I don't know which one.
The commandments, okay? The commandments, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. You know what I'm saying? But there are other commandments as well, as far as like the Sabbath day. You ever heard of the Sabbath day? What is the Sabbath day?
All I know is the day of rest.
It's a day of rest.
Usually it's Saturdays.
It's what?
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Right.
All right, that's the day you're supposed to rest and you're supposed to do what? Worship God on. All right, most churches around here was taught Christianity, which was taught to us by our slave master, and our slave master taught us to go to church on the day Constantine told us to go to church on the day the Roman Catholic Church ordained the Sabbath to be. But it's not lined up with the Bible, all right? So listen. So since we didn't do this, let me show you what God said we're going to do. Then we're going to go back to those commandments. Listen.
But if you will not hearken unto me.
Hearken means God said if we don't listen.
And will not do all these commandments.
If we didn't do what he say do, like going to church on Sunday instead of Saturday, eating what we want to eat, sleeping who we want to sleep with, we start to kill, steal and kill one another. Listen.
And if ye shall despise my statutes.
Now people have learned to despise the Lord's Bible. All right, despise what God is saying. God said go to church on Saturday. They say I'm gonna go on Sunday anyway, and I hate them niggas who telling us to go.
Right.
On what the day God say go. I hate them dudes that's trying to tell me what to eat now. You see what I'm saying? And who to sleep with now. Listen. And what to wear now. Listen.
Or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant.
So we made a promise with God when he delivered us out of Egypt. That was us he delivered. He told Pharaoh, told Moses to do what? Let my people go.
That's right.
And we walked through on dry ground.
Right.
And we got to the other side. God said, look, if you don't do what I say do, and we hate him, and we don't want to do what he say do, this is what God said he's going to do to us. This is how you know that we are these people. Watch.
I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror.
Hey, somebody pick this sign up for me right here. You got to watch the back, bro. Get this sign. So they're not going to teach you this at TSU. Hold this too. Right. Take it out there so she can see it. I want you to understand what God said. All of this happened to us. You know what this is?
Scars.
Scars from what?
From being whipped.
From what? From slavery. You know what this is right here?
That's the boats.
The slave ships. Hold it up a little bit more. You know what's going on right here? They're getting sold. So he's getting whipped. He's getting sold again. That's them on the bottom of a slave ship. You know what's going on right here? There's a baby and an alligator.
Oh no, I've not seen that.
All right, and down in Florida, in the swampy areas, they used to use black babies for gator bait.
Right.
To make shoes and make belts and make boots. And they would sell it to other countries, right? It's called gator bait. You can look it up. All right, that's where they get the Florida gators from. But listen to this. What they doing right here? Picking cotton, right? What's this right here, you know?
I don't know.
All right. We're going to read it to you out of the Bible. That's the crazy thing about it. Where everything you just came out of your mouth is here. But we're not being taught it. That's how you know that these people are who God is talking about.
That's right.
All right? I'm going to say it again. These people, who this happened to? So-called African Americans, right? Who? See this woman? She's carrying a damn white baby. You know what we had to take care of the slave master baby. So check this out. All of this stuff right here, this is how we know this is who God is talking to. Listen.
Verse 15. And if ye shall despise my statute,
despise mean hate.
Or if your soul abhor my judgments,
and if you hate what God say, come on.
So that ye will not do all my commandments.
And we didn't want to do what God say do.
But that ye break my covenant.
We broke a promise because we told God when we came out of Egypt, Lord, you delivered us out of the hands of those people. Anything you ask us, we will do. Listen.
I also will do this unto you.
You don't do what I say do. God said he's going to do something to you. Listen.
I will even appoint over you terror.
He said he was going to appoint over us terror. You know what terror is? Fear. Yeah. Meaning, who carries out put that fear in? They're called what? Terrorists. Now you gonna understand. They say Hamas is the terrorists. They say that who? The Houthis. The Houthis are the terrorists, right? But we're gonna find out today. God said He was gonna appoint a terrorist over you.
Right.
Listen.
Right. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning egg,
and the burning diseases. Come on.
That shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart.
And we was going to look at it and we was going to be sorrowful, wondering why we're going through what we're going through. Come on.
And ye shall sow your seed in vain.
We was going to sow our seed. We was going to have children in vain. Listen.
For your enemies,
the enemies,
shall eat it.
Our enemies were going to eat it. Come on.
And I will set my face against you.
God said He was going to turn His back against His children for their disobedience. How you doing, bro?
This is Pastor Mike.
All right. So check it out, Pastor. All right. So what we're doing, we're showing our people who we are according to the Holy Book. King James Version Bible. All right, that's what we're reading. Scriptures tell us to go out to the highways and the hedges and compel them to come in. That's exactly what we're doing right here with this sister. Listen.
And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
God said that if we disobeyed him, we would be slain before our enemies. Listen.
They that hate you
Now he said the people that hate us
shall reign over you.
That's who you're going to pay your light bill to. That's who you're going to pay the water to. That's how you're going to have to get your loans from. The people that hate us are going to reign over us. You understand that? Because we disobeyed God. Listen.
And ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Just bear with me, sister. I'm painting a picture for you, right? See, a lot of things we're not being taught throughout Christianity in the church, and what we learned is we are actually the people of the Bible.
Right.
We've been taught that we're black. Remember I asked you, when you black? You're like, no, I ain't black, I'm brown. African American, you're not African American, you ain't gonna find that in the Bible.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find the word Chinese in the Bible, or Japanese, or European, or Caucasians. You gotta look in this Bible and find out who these people are. Because everybody in this Bible is here today.
That's right.
Listen.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Watch this.
But it shall come to pass.
God is talking to the children of Israel. This is Moses speaking to the children of Israel after we come out of Egypt.
But it shall come to pass,
Meaning in the future.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we don't want to do what God say do and we stray away from the commandments of God,
to observe, to do all his commandments,
said to do everything he say do,
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
he said now what was going to happen? Curses. Are curses good things or bad things here? Bad things. Now you're going to understand all the questions I asked you in the beginning. Why we don't own anything? Why are we at the bottom of society? Why are our kids shooting up and killing one another? Why do we glorify and condone violent rap music? Why are we just every negative statistic there is about people that you can think of, we the number one at it, right? That's because what God say?
that all these curses
We are under a curse, sis. Come on.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Give me the first curse God said. Listen.
Sir. Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city,
He said, whatever city you go to, if you disobey me, you're going to be there cursed in the last days. You're going to be there cursed. You're going to be at the bottom of society. You're going to see your men who's supposed to be kings on the earth, they're going to be hanging at the store.
Right.
They're going to be piping, playing music.
Right.
The women who's supposed to be the princesses up on this earth, no, they're going to be dressing like heathens. They're going to be walking around half naked.
Right.
They're going to not have no respect for themselves. They're going to not know what self-respect is.
Right.
Because they are in the curse. He said, cursed shall thou be in the city. You're not going to own the stores in your city. But the enemy is going to own the stores in the city. Come on.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And cursed shall thou be in the field. That's us working 400, 300 years for free. Sugarcane field, cotton field, bean field, okra field, squash field, cucumber field. Alright? And you go to college, you in the field of study. Did you know that? In your field of study, guess what? You're gonna be cursed when you come out because they still gonna look at you as a black girl and they still will hire somebody before.
Bring it out,
don't
Kate.
even look like you and may not even have the same education as you, and they will hire them before you. Right? Because we are the last desire. Black people are the last desire because we are under this curse. Give me verse 32. Watch this.
Verse 32.
I'm reading to you what God said, told us if we keep his commandments, he will bless us. If he said we don't, this will happen.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
That happened to us during what? Read it again.
Thy sons.
He said if you don't do what I say do. Pastor, what's your name again? Mike. Pastor Mike. So check this out. He said, God said if we don't do what he say do,
Thy
he
sons
said your sons,
and thy daughters
your daughters.
shall be given unto another people.
What does it sound like to you, Pastor? Slavery. It's in the Bible. But we're not being taught this. Listen.
And thine eyes shall look
And you're going to look and see your sons and daughters being given away. Come on.
and fail
And you're going to cry.
with longing for them all the day long.
Yes.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
No matter how big and black and strong we were.
Right.
one white man can control a plantation of 100 Negroes. And they can come take you away. What's your name? Amaya, they'll come take you away, put you on the wagon. But all your big mama, papa, and uncle, them looking down, all they can do was cry. Because God stripped our power from us. Because we disobeyed him and gave the power to the enemy to rule over us. But today you're getting your power back.
That's right.
All you got to do is sit and listen. Come on.
Is he 43?
Give me 43.
43. Thus,
Why we don't own the stores in our community? I don't care how many meetings we have. We've been, since segregation was the worst thing that happened. Integration was the worst thing that happened to black people.
Right.
That's why when I say Donald Trump trying to bring it back, all praises to the Most High God.
Right.
Maybe black people will start opening up some business and we can shop with one another.
Right.
Instead of running to Walmart. Instead of running to Bath and Body Works. Maybe we can get, what's your name again? Maya Bath and Body Works.
That's right.
And we can go shop with Maya and get some of her good African Israelite soap.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Listen.
the stranger that is within thee
He said the stranger that's around us,
shall get up above thee very high.
the people that come out of Egypt with us, the mixed multitudes, they was around us at this time. And he said they gonna get up above us, what?
Very high.
But for our disobedience, what was gonna happen to us?
And thou
And you,
shall come down very low.
we gonna come to the bottom of society, come on.
He shall lend to thee
And now you gotta go to him for money for a tuition, money to open a church.
Right.
You gotta get permission from him to do anything.
Right.
Come on.
and thou shalt not lend to him.
We ain't got, as a people, black banks, or they're not asking us, can they open their establishments?
Right.
Can they gentrify a neighborhood? They asking each other, can they do this stuff? And they in cahoots, they say, yes, you can tear that building down. Yes, you can tear this neighborhood down.
Right.
And this is why we're complaining now. Listen,
He shall be the head,
now this man is gonna be the head,
and thou shalt be the tail.
now we're the tail.
Right.
Why did this happen, Kai? Why all this stuff is happening? Just don't get the point. Because we what? No, we disobeyed God.
That's right.
We are his chosen people.
Right.
There's only one chosen people in this Bible, and God is telling us what was going to happen. Give me verse 68. This is going to blow your mind. Watch this.
Bring it out.
Verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Remember, the Israelites was just left Egypt in the book of Exodus. This is the book of Deuteronomy. He said, if you disobey me, you're going to go back into Egypt. What was the Israelites doing in Egypt, Pastor? They were slaves.
That's right. That's
Watch
right.
this.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous for what? Hey, Pastor, come here right quick. One thing. You got to roll. Watch this.
I gotta go soon too.
Watch this.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said, if you disobey me, I'm going to bring you back into what? Slavery again. Watch this.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America?
With ships.
Why ain't the church teaching us this? We got here on cargo slave ships.
right.
This is in the Holy Bible.
Right.
Pastor, did you know this was in the Holy Bible? Hey, brother, ask him. Did you know that this was in the Holy Bible that the children of Israel would go back into Egypt, into slavery? How?
With ships.
On cargo slave ships. Now, that's telling me that we are the children of Israel.
That's right.
All right? And this got to be taught in the black church, bro. If we're not teaching this and teaching the commandments of God, you're not teaching the right way, and you're going to catch judgment. God is going to judge you, pastors. Give me Jeremiah 23. If you're a pastor and you're not teaching this, listen what God say.
Bring it out.
All right, so listen what God say. Because if I heard some man preaching the Bible, I don't care. Especially if it's a black man, I'm going to listen if I'm a pastor. Watch this. Listen.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
So if a pastor is the scattering the sheep and not gathering the sheep, you scatter the sheep by teaching lies. Teaching him, God is white. Jesus is white. Everything white is right. It doesn't matter what color Jesus is. If you teaching him to be a Greek, if you teaching him that the Greek way is the right way, you're teaching him to be an alpha or omega. If you're teaching him to be a sigma or a theta, those are Greekish fashion. You should not follow those, but you should follow God. Are you in the Greek letter organization? What are you? You're a Delta. Where in the Bible God command our black women to become Delta?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word